So The Flash is out on digital, and what more can I say? If you've watched my past videos, I've talked about how I liked the movie. Not loved it, but I think it was entertaining. Yeah, some of the things were rough, CGI, butchering of certain characters. Like, the movie went through hell, like from trouble productions, changing directors, Ezra's issues, and all that. And then James Gunn coming out to reboot the whole DCU, not even reboot everything, like partially reboot it. And as such, some of the things that were supposed to, or we have made the movie like really good, were cut from the movie, especially ending of the movie, which was going to make so many DC fans happy. Not the one that we got, which was made for laughs, just goofy and stupid. So now more information has been revealed about the real ending, with a lot of articles coming out about what was supposed to happen and why it was cut. First off, let's talk about Ben Affleck's Batman. After Barry resets the timeline, Ben Affleck's Batman is not erased like, it is now, but he's actually stuck in the multiverse. He's trapped. And in a callback to BVS, when Barry Allen the Flash reached out to Bruce in like that dreamlike sequence, Batfleck also tries to reach out to Barry because he's the only one that can actually help him, free him. There are behind the scenes videos and images of Batfleck's scene where he reaches out to Barry. And he was supposed to get another movie after The Flash. There was going to be a Batman vs. Deathstroke movie, which was actually even set up in, I think it was Snyder's Justice League, when Lex Luthor revealed his identity to Deathstroke. But it is not known whether it was going to follow that exact path. But that movie was supposed to happen after The Flash. Now, when it comes to Superman, Henry Cavill's Superman was in The Flash. He filmed his shots, and during that time period where James Gunn was going to release his 10-year plan, it was still unknown whether he was going to be kept in the movie or they were going to be changing plans and whether he was going to be replaced as Superman. Of course, he got replaced. And so the ending of The Flash saw Superman and Supergirl reunite. It was emotional, especially when Supergirl character that he had died, and they were going to be in that Man of Steel 2 movie that was teased, and they were going to fight Brainiac together. It was Superman and Supergirl versus Brainiac type of movie. Michael Keaton's Batman was also going to show up at that scene as well. And after the Flash movie, he was also going to get his own movie, a Batman Beyond movie. And all this scene was taking place in front of the courthouse. That scene where George Clooney's Batman shows up, that was not the intended ending of the movie. It was supposed to be Supergirl, Superman, and Michael Keaton's Batman and Barry Allen in that scene together. We even saw a brief shot of that in the trailer. And there are even behind the scenes images and videos of that scene being filmed. Michael Keaton is there in that scene. It was even one of the first images of Michael Keaton in the Flash movie. And it was even the same for Sasha Calle's Supergirl, as she also filmed her scene there. Now, prior to Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson also leaving the DCU, there was also going to be a Black Adam versus Superman movie, which was actually set up in the post-credit scene for, Black Adam. And all this setup was with the help of Michael DeLuca, who is currently in charge of Warner Bros. The masterpiece that they were calling The Flash was Michael DeLuca's version, not the box office bomb that we have now in the theaters. Now, the article from Cosmic Book News talks about how this is not entirely James Gunn's fault, but David Zaslav's, and that he cancelled the whole thing because of money. Yeah, because they don't have enough money to do all those films, and they didn't want to pay any of the actors to continue on, and wanted the slate clean so that they can hire actors with cheaper fees. And we all know how true this is with how WB is selling some of their catalogs, their music, and all that. Tax-free rights, the Batgirl film getting cancelled, amongst other WB movies. And that's why the ending of the movie got butchered with that awful post-credit scene, because he didn't want it to lead to other things and create more expenses for them. And as we all know from the writers and the actors strike, the new information that have come out about how from the last 5 years he's made $498 million as CEO, making him the highest paid Hollywood executive in the last 5 years. Just look at this amount of money just one person is earning, and yet WB is currently in financial crisis. Now get this, David Zaslav plans on selling WB Discovery in a couple of years. There have been speculations, there have been rumors. I mean, they've been selling their assets right now, their music currently, and that's just a start. And of course, if you go online, you can see that people are really mad about all of this. Just imagine if everything had gone to plan and Michael DeLuca's version of The Flash that was supposed to, be that masterpiece that they were talking about. I think more people would have been forgiving and a lot happier of the setups from the ending of the movie. Now, in recap, we were going to get a Man of Steel 2 featuring Henry Cavill officially back as Superman with Sasha Cale as Supergirl versus Brainiac. There was also going to be a Ben Affleck Batman movie who was trapped in a multiverse, also leading to a Batman versus Deathstroke movie. Michael Keaton was also going to get his own movie, a Batman Beyond movie. Zack Snyder was going to get involved, was going to come back for a movie or two. The Superman vs. Black Adam movie, which was teased in Black Adam's post-credit scene, was going to happen. The Flash 2 was also a greenlit, ready to go if The Flash was successful. We don't know how it is now. And I even forgot, the movie was supposed to even set up Wonder Woman 3, which as of right now is not happening. And there's questions whether Gal Gadot will even still be Wonder Woman in the new DCU. And there were going to be more DCU projects, and of course James Gunn was going to be in charge of everything, the Kevin Feige of DC. But now the DCEU is no more, only James Gunn's DCEU due to him soft rebooting the universe, and the fan base is completely broken in three. One side likes this idea, the second one wants a total reboot, and the third one also hates everything about it because he could have kept the actors that people have grown to love at this point and maybe continue the SnyderVerse in an Elseworld story, like let that be a separate universe. Because if they are making Robert Pattinson's Batman, his movies a different universe, the Joker to a different universe, why can't they do the same to the SnyderVerse? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, this is the real ending of the Flash movie, all the things and all the issues and the behind the scenes around it. I will be leaving a clip of some of the behind the scenes videos and images for you to see, and do let me know in the comments below what you thought of all this. What do you think of the Flash movie? What do you think about the real ending of the movie instead of the one that we got? And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, it helps the channel out. Subscribe and turn on that post notification bell not to miss any new video. As always, Nerdy Sage here. See you guys in the next one.
We build this tournament, as you guys can see, and Wonder Woman comes and saves the day.
Sorry I'm late.
Basically, that means that we have Ben Affleck coming back as Bruce Wayne and Batman. We have Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, and of course, the lovely Ezra. I think it's a bit of a reunion. They haven't seen each other for a while, and for us as a crew, it's great because we've been at this point shooting today for 94 days. So we're getting all like the lift and
Being Batman is sort of ridiculous and ultimately an exercise of ego.
The less of truth.
Give my money.
Never gets old.
There's something magic when these people put on their costumes. You believe it. They look like and they seem like superheroes.
Being the director of the movie, your head is very much focused on the scene, on how you're gonna make it work, on what you're gonna tell the actors.
Ben's camera operating now. He's been here for 1 day. He's already camera operating.
Ben blew my socks off. We met for 2 hours and discussed the scenes. 2 hours later, he had punched up his part.
My ego's too big to say thank you to anyone else.
It was such a privilege to see someone that cared so much about this iconic character. It was lovely.